Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications so you never miss out on the latest NFL news, breaking trades, and in-depth analysis. If you're a Cowboys or Seahawks fan, then buckle up because we've got some huge news to break down today. A trade that could reshape the defensive landscape of both teams and the NFC as a whole just went down, and you're going to want to hear all the details. Trust me, this is a big one. Alright, let's get right into it. This morning, the Dallas Cowboys pulled off a stunner by trading longtime defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence to the Seattle Seahawks. And what did they get in return? Well, the Cowboys are bringing in a big-name linebacker, Kenneth Murray, from the Los Angeles Chargers. I know, it sounds wild, but these teams are shifting gears, and I'm here to break it all down for you. The Dallas Cowboys are sending DeMarcus Lawrence to the Seattle Seahawks. In exchange, the Cowboys are acquiring linebacker Kenneth Murray from the Chargers. Lawrence has been one of Dallas's most prominent pass rushers for years, but now, he's headed to the NFC West. Kenneth Murray, a former first-round pick, will be joining a star-studded Cowboys defense that already features Micah Parsons, Trayvon Diggs, and more. Both teams are making bold moves, and the ripple effects of this trade are going to be felt across the NFL. Now, the first thing we need to talk about is what this means for both of these teams and how they're positioning themselves going forward. Let's start with the Cowboys. So the Cowboys are bringing in a young linebacker, but not just any linebacker, Kenneth Murray. Murray was drafted by the Los Angeles Chargers in the first round of the 2020 NFL Draft with the 23 RD overall pick. He was seen as one of the most dynamic linebackers coming out of college. And although he's had some inconsistencies in his play, you can't deny his upside and the kind of energy he brings to the defense. Look, Kenneth Murray is known for his incredible speed and agility. He's the kind of linebacker who can cover sideline to sideline, and we all know that's a huge asset in today's NFL. Whether it's covering tight ends in the passing game or coming up to stop the run, Murray has the tools to make an immediate impact. Now, the Chargers saw flashes of brilliance in Murray during his time there, but the consistency just wasn't there. He showed potential in 2021 with 107 tackles, but there were still moments where his play would be a bit erratic. But this trade makes total sense for the Cowboys, right? They've been looking to add more athleticism and speed to their defense, and with guys like Parsons, Diggs, and Van Der Esch already holding down the fort, bringing in a guy like Murray can take this defense to the next level. Let's not forget, the Cowboys have been building a scary defense over the past couple of years, and adding a versatile linebacker like Murray gives them another piece to work with. Micah Parsons is already one of the best defenders in the entire league, and now he's going to have a linebacker next to him who can run with him and play at that high level. If you're an opposing offense, facing the Cowboys defense next year just became a lot harder. Parsons and Murray could form a dynamic duo that has opposing offenses on their toes all game long. Now I know what you're all thinking, why trade DeMarcus Lawrence? He's been the heart and soul of that Cowboys pass rush for years. Lawrence has been a consistent performer in Dallas, accumulating 110 career sacks and earning 2 Pro Bowls along the way. He's one of the premier pass rushers in the league. So why part with him? Well, here's the deal. Lawrence is no longer the same player he was a few years ago. He's had injury struggles in recent seasons, which has caused some decline in his ability to be a dominant force off the edge. Now, don't get me wrong, Lawrence is still a talented player, but with the Cowboys focusing on younger, faster options like Parsons and now Kenneth Murray, they saw an opportunity to make this move. DeMarcus Lawrence's cap hit was also a factor. With the Cowboys being a team that's looking to build for the future while still competing now, moving Lawrence's contract and freeing up cap space is a smart move in the long term. Plus, the emergence of younger defensive talent like Sam Williams and others has allowed the Cowboys to pivot and make this trade. Now, let's switch gears and talk about the Seattle Seahawks, because this trade makes a lot of sense for them too. Let's face it, the Seahawks have been in a bit of a rebuilding phase since they traded Russell Wilson to the Denver Broncos last season. They've been trying to get younger and more competitive, and adding DeMarcus Lawrence to their defense is exactly the kind of move they needed. Lawrence gives the Seahawks a veteran presence on the defensive line, which was desperately needed. The Seahawks had issues getting to the quarterback last year, and while they have some talented young pieces on defense, they needed a proven pass rusher to help set the tone. And that's exactly what Lawrence brings to the table. He's not just a sack machine, he's a leader who knows how to rally the defense and make big plays when it counts. And honestly, the Seahawks' defense, especially in the NFC West, needed some firepower. The NFC West is one of the most competitive divisions in football, and teams like the 49ers and Rams are always putting up big offensive numbers. The Seahawks are looking to close that gap, and bringing in a guy like Lawrence can make a huge difference. Seattle is in a bit of a transition, but adding a seasoned vet to their defensive front is a step toward making them more competitive immediately. So, let's take a step back and think about the bigger picture here. How does this trade affect the NFC as a whole? Well, for one, the Cowboys just got even scarier. Their defense is already one of the top units in the league, and now, with the addition of Murray, they've got even more depth and athleticism at the linebacker position. If their offense can keep pace with that defense, the Cowboys are a legitimate contender for the NFC Championship. The Cowboys' defense could give them the edge they need to take down powerhouse teams like the 49ers and Eagles in the playoffs. The NFC is stacked, and every little advantage counts. But with the addition of Kenneth Murray, the Cowboys are making it clear they're all in for a Super Bowl push. If this defense stays healthy and their offense clicks, they're going to be a team that no one wants to face in January. But don't forget the Seahawks. While they might not be in the same tier as the top NFC contenders right now, adding a player like Lawrence shows that they're building something for the future. Their defense is improving, and with the rise of Geno Smith and a solid supporting cast on offense, the Seahawks could surprise a lot of people this season. They're looking to be a dark horse team, and this trade could very well be the first step in that direction. So, at the end of the day, what does this trade really mean for both teams? The Cowboys are clearly gearing up for a Super Bowl run with the addition of Kenneth Murray, while the Seahawks are adding a veteran presence with DeMarcus Lawrence to bolster their defensive line. Both teams are looking to make big strides, and this trade shows that both franchises are focused on getting better now. The reaction on social media has been wild, with fans and analysts alike weighing in on whether this trade is a win for both sides. Some are praising the Cowboys for getting younger and more dynamic on defense, while others are lamenting the loss of a beloved player in Lawrence. On the Seahawks side, the excitement is palpable, as fans are eager to see what kind of impact Lawrence will have on their defense. So, what do you think? Did the Cowboys make the right decision by trading Lawrence? And can DeMarcus Lawrence really help the Seahawks turn things around defensively? I want to hear your thoughts. Drop a comment below, and let me know how you think this trade is going to shake out for both teams. Thanks for tuning in, guys. If you enjoyed this breakdown, be sure to hit that like button, share this video with your friends, and subscribe to stay up to date with all the latest NFL news. You don't want to miss what we've got coming up next. Until then, take care and I'll see you next time.